Welcome back, guys, to CFL Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And now we have the video that I've been dreading, or maybe not. Maybe not in the sense of maybe I have a lot of negative things to say, which will make me smile. Because the glass, I hope, is half empty here. We're doing the season preview here for the Saskatchewan Roughriders and seeing what's going up in Riderville. So, do the Melonheads have anything to be excited about this season, Rick?
Well, I mean, if you take out the two-headed monster and Winicky and Walker, I'm thinking, and Shaver Baker, you can really say
Shaker
technically,
Bear and Micah
but
Johnson.
Michael Johnson's not a receiver though. So
Oh,
Shaver
you're just
Baker's
talking
already
receivers right now.
out.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So if you take out Walker and Winicky, they have no one to throw to.
Yeah.
And then basically, like all teams in the West, and I hate to repeat myself again, once Harris goes down, they have no one.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Fine, who, okay, he could do something. And then Dolagala, okay, he could
Yeah, I think
be.
Tolagalo is starting this next preseason game. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Saskatchewan to me kind of has the same issue that Calgary has in the sense of that their season is very, very, very reliant on them keeping their starting quarterback healthy.
Correct.
And like
Especially when
that
he's up there in age.
has been a little bit of an issue for Saskatchewan in the past. Not really as much last year. Last year was more of keeping their quarterback performing, which was different. But they bring in Trevor Harris, who has done, I think, better than expected probably with the Alouettes. I certainly had lower expectations of him from when he had his time in Edmonton. I didn't think he was that much to show. Um, and I thought that moving to Cornelius was kind of the right decision. Goes to Montreal. I thought they start Adams Jr. They release Adams Jr. or trade him. No, they trade him, I think, to the Lions. And then they say Harris is going to be our starting guy. And then he actually plays pretty damn well. So I'm curious to see exactly how he does in Saskatchewan. I'm unsure. Like, it's so difficult to predict these when their entire season is riding with the fact that he stays healthy. So I don't know. Like what do you think in that regard?
What, about the quarterback? About him being healthy?
About him being healthy, and then I guess just the team as a whole. Saskatchewan Roughriders next season.
I mean,
Such a mixed bag.
if
Imagine if they lose to
if
Edmonton
you
week one. That should be a bad sign if they lose week one to Edmonton.
I mean, we both were saying, okay. Well, I was saying earlier, I have Winnipeg 1, BC 2. The Calgary Saskatchewan thing, it's pretty much apples to oranges.
Yeah.
They both have that one quarterback, and then they have no one for backup. Both Calgary and Saskatchewan, they both have one or two big name receivers and then a bunch of depth receivers.
And they just kind of have pieces here and there. Nothing really extremely complete that I can see as a competing team.
And the one thing that I'm sure the Rough Riders are glad that they have back is Micah Johnson.
Yeah,
Because
no.
he had, I
Good
think, what
season
was
in
it,
Hamilton.
6 to 8 sacks with us last year.
Yeah, no, he was good. And that's why, honestly, it is still good that the Riders were able to keep Pete Robertson. He got 9 sacks for the Riders last year. So hopefully he can continue that kind of damage going into this season. You
The
have
the
Jamal Morrow as your running back there, which is a decent running game. Riders used it a bit last year, especially when Figueroa was kind of not playing up to snuff. They had kind of relied a little bit more on Morrow with the running game.
Yeah, don't they all? Oh, who am I thinking? I'm thinking of. I have to pull it up here. Just One moment. And they have Hickson. Don't forget Hickson.
Hickson, yes. He had a good season too.
And La France too. So I mean, they kind of have the kind of the small three-headed monster like Calgary has. That's why like everything comes down to their quarterbacks for both Calgary and Saskatchewan.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The only weak thing that
So,
I thought Saskatchewan had last year was their offensive line. I'm trying to find out what the actual numbers were that Fajardo was sacked in 2022.
like, are you saying that you're impressed or not impressed by their offensive line?
No, like their offensive line has to like step up their game this year.
Yeah, I know, because I was about to say their offensive line last year was not
Oh,
not up to
here we go.
stuff.
This was as of September 29th from CBC.
Yep.
They had, where did I see it? I seen it in the article. I think, oh, so last season alone,
Yep.
Zach Collaros was sacked 24 times. Fajardo for the offensive line for Stampede or for Saskatchewan,
Riders.
54 times Fajardo was
Oh,
sacked last time.
oh boy. Oh my. Oh, 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 oh.
So that's what I'm saying. The only
Thank fuck for free healthcare. Oh my god. 54 times.
I mean,
Fifth.
they did bring in
Oh,
Philip Blake from the
oh
Argos.
yeah, down to 25 with that.
I mean, yeah, you guys,
Oh
yeah,
my
because it says here
god.
that
That's
Claris was sacked 24 times because it was 30 more sacks than what Claris was in Winnipeg.
it's more than double. Sheesh.
So I mean, if
I
Harris
want to know
doesn't
how
do
many of those are
well,
Willie
then they're.
Jefferson. How many are Jackson Jeff Coat wearing the Jeff Coat jersey right now?
You know what? I can honestly tell you that in a second.
Oh, you don't actually have to check.
I, uh,
This is what happens when your name is Carter and you decide to bring the stat nerd on your show. He just
just a
decides
CFL
to
nerd.
take over his he takes over
Okay.
with
Do,
statistics on everything.
do you guys only play them twice? Is that normal?
We normally play them. We play them at
Three
least.
times?
We always play them two times. We sometimes play them a third
Okay.
because we always
Out
play
of those,
Labor Day and Banjo Bowl, and then sometimes a third time. I think last year we played them
okay.
a third time.
So out of those 54 sacks, Jeff Coat has 2.
And how many does Jefferson have?
Wait. Jefferson, give me 1 second here. Willie Jefferson had 3.
Oh, there you go.
But the third game he didn't have a sack in it. So 5 so
Got any from
49
any from Thomas the Tank Engine there, Jake Thomas? By the way, that's absolutely going to be a video title for one of my videos, Thomas the Tank Engine. I just that's too good.
I mean, he's 274, so I mean, he could be a tank.
He is a
He had
tank.
0.
Oh, that's
So
okay.
that means out of 40, so that means out of the 54, 49 came from other than the double-headed monster of Winnipeg.
That's fair. I mean, but
So that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
so
If the offensive line doesn't step up and Terrace doesn't step up, that team's going nowhere.
yeah. So I think a fair prediction for the Riders here. So assuming that either Saskatchewan and Calgary, both their quarterbacks go down, like in terms of for each team, or they're both succeeding, I take Calgary over Saskatchewan. And after that, though, it's if Calgary stays healthy and Saskatchewan doesn't, then Calgary comes out on top. If Saskatchewan stays healthy and Calgary doesn't, then Calgary comes out on top.
You know what'd be even funnier? And this is like a super duper like bold. And if this
Yeah.
happens, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket.
Okay.
Calgary and Saskatchewan QBs both go down, and Edmonton makes the playoffs.
and Edmonton makes the playoffs with all wins on the road. With all wins
Hey,
on the road.
that means they only have to. That means that they would go 9-9.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. But I think that pretty much covers what we wanted to cover here for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. If you're a Riders fan, screw you. I'm kidding. But if you're a Riders fan, thank you so much for watching a Bomber fan talk about your team. Honestly, I kind of question your choices actually for doing that. But leave a like if you can. That'd be great. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. What do you think about the Riders and how they're going to do this next season? And yeah, until I see you guys next time, take care.
Touchdown!